Hi Scorpio. This is a reading for a sun, moon, or rising Scorpio, or anyone with heavy Scorpio placements in their chart. This is for the full moon in Leo at the end of the month on January 20th or 21st. This is going to be a very impactful moon. It's going to be impactful for everybody, but you are going to feel it most in your intimate relationships, and you're going to be making a decision this month. Do I make a proposal? Do I end this relationship? Do I deepen this connection? Do I keep these friends in my life? Do I resolve this issue with a family member, or do I bring up an issue with a family member? You're going to be pushed to be authentic and true to yourself and express your truth when it comes to things that are near and dear to your heart this month, or at the end of this month around this full moon period. There's also going to be a focus on home and what that looks like for you, what makes a happy home for you. I also see you kind of coming to terms with your shadow self. What do you want to make deliberate action about removing from your life, or maybe what do you need to step back from? You're evaluating what serves you and what doesn't, and what maybe needs to go. With this focus on with authenticity and expression, and the focus on our intimate relationships and partnerships, this is going to be something that's going to be coming up in your awareness. This is also a really lucky month. Venus and Jupiter meeting in the sky, so if you're trying to conceive, this is a good time. If you are not trying to conceive, you definitely want to try to take precautions for that. Also, this could be a month that you meet someone special, or you begin a journey on a new career or a new path. That's something that's deeply emotionally fulfilling for you, and also happens to be something that's very lucrative for you. Okay. So let's see. Cards are not wanting to talk, Scorpio. Are you having a hard time expressing yourself or speaking your truth? Okay. First out, you've got the moon, which this sometimes can represent you. Scorpios have a bit of a mysteriousness or kind of a shadow self. They kind of like to keep their moves on the DL, so to speak. The moon card can speak of illusion, or something that you're not seeing, or something that you need to search yourself about. These kinds of things can come up in dreams. Maybe latent fears, or kind of an inkling you're getting about a person, place, or thing. Pay attention to your dreams this month. Definitely pay attention to just the random thoughts that pop into your head. You've also got the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords she's kind of an archetype of, well, she's not kind of, but she's an archetype of the tarot that I've always really admired. She does what's best for her. She is maybe a little cutthroat, a little harsh sometimes, but she is a great energy at those head over heart decisions, and you're going to be good at making those kinds of head over heart decisions this month. Next, you've got the Seven of Swords. This is kind of sneaky energy. With the moon, I'm feeling maybe some kind of deception or some kind of illusion, or something that might be right under your nose that you're not really seeing. Somebody, this may be you that's behaving this way, or somebody is behaving this way in your awareness. You got the Two of Wands. This is about planning and direct action, or plans about direct action that are needed to go forward. And then you have the Death card, which is also your sign in the major, or your card. This is your card in the major arcana. The Death card is kind of intimidating. It means an ending. But the Death card usually represents an ending that we're aware of, or we kind of see coming to an extent. It's usually not sudden like the Tower. The Tower is usually like a sudden ending. Death is kind of a slow death. This is something you might that you might know, like you know in your heart or in your head, whether you want to acknowledge it consciously, that this is ending or is needing to come to an end, or you're realizing something about a situation that might have been deceptive, or maybe you were fooled or under a false impression of, or someone kind of led you astray. I'm getting that somebody mispresented something to you, and you're learning of that, and you're having to make some difficult head or heart decisions about that is bringing about this ending. Next, you've got the Emperor. The Emperor is the archetype of the father in the deck. You could be dealing with a father. You could be a father, or you're learning that you're a father, and maybe there's some level of deception around that. Also, the Emperor can represent Aries, so you could be dealing with an Aries. You've also shown up in your reading. You could be dealing with another Scorpio. The next is the Nine of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but this is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is someone who's stable and solid, he's going to move slow. He's going to take his time to get to know you or get to know the situation, but he is bringing in a secure and stable offer. He is somebody that you can count on. He's reliable. He may take a while to come around, but when he does, he is somebody who's going to be dedicated and loyal. Next, you've got the Five of Wands. A lot of people have gotten this card. Five of Wands can speak of conflict, or can speak of rivalry, or competing ideals or responsibilities. You see these guys, they're crossing hairs over getting to this one unified goal. And then you've got the, sorry, I was kind of lost in thought for a minute. This is the Six of Pentacles, and then you've got the Ten of Cups. So I'm getting one storyline here for sure. You are in a situation with an Aries person, possibly an Earth sign, but you know, you've got Wands. It's a little bit of fire energy, but you've got Earth energy here. You've got water energy, but that I believe represents you. I think you were dealing with somebody that either was deceitful or kind of pulled the wool over your eyes over something about a situation, maybe misrepresented themselves to you, or misrepresented how they felt about you, or just in some way was not totally truthful with you. And you're finding out about this, or you're kind of figuring it out, and it's kind of pushing you to make some difficult decisions. Maybe the thing that was tricky about was whether you were someone's father. I hope this isn't I hope this is a terrible situation, but you're maybe somebody deceived you about whether you're maybe somebody maybe you're in a relationship with somebody who got pregnant and you're finding out somehow that maybe you're not the dad, or the person that you're dealing with is an Aries and there's some other level of deception here that you're finding out about, and it's bringing about an ending or the end of a cycle. And you're conflicted about it. You're putting some plans and figuring out, okay, what do I need to do now? What steps do I need to move forward to resolve the situation? And there is earth energy that's going to be coming in. This is a message, an offer of some kind that's stable and secure. And it's going to force you to be compassionate and forgive, or ask for help. Maybe you're going to need to go to someone of authority for help to deal with this situation. If this doesn't represent Aries in this scenario for you, you're having to go to a therapist or somebody of authority to get help, or to ask for help. The last card out was the Ten of Cups. I mean, this is ultimate happiness and fulfillment. It sounds like there is definitely something shady that was going on, something that you were disillusioned about or were tricked about, whether it's with your job, whether it's with a relationship with this person, and you're having to make some really difficult decisions that's going to bring about an ending. But you're using this Queen of Swords energy. You're doing what's best for you. You're making that head over heart decision, and it's bringing in a new offer. And your end game is the Ten of Cups. Maybe somebody is being shady or deceitful at work. Maybe it doesn't, I mean, it could be a friend, but I definitely see some kind of deception or illusion here. And it's bringing about the end of the situation. This planning on what to do about the situation, I'm feeling is going to come before the ending. Like you're gonna, okay, what do I need to do here? And it's going to bring about this ending. But this is your end game. It doesn't sound like it's going to be easy. There aren't any, you didn't get any cups other than the Death card that could speak of any kind of hurt or heartbreak. So maybe this is something that you're not that shocked by. Maybe it's something you've known all along, and you're finally getting proof of it. And so you're not heartbroken about this ending. And that's why this new offer is able to come in, and with help you get to your Ten of Cups. Okay, I think that's all I have for you. I hope this resonated. I will see you later. Namaste.